Teeny doodles. You didn't mean for it to happen. It just did. You had heard about him so many times. Everyone at the agency always cursed him out whenever his face showed up on the television screen as the news reported another crime he had committed. You knew you had to hate him. You knew it was your duty as a hero to hate him. But you couldn't. That fateful day in the center of the city where he had just gotten away with another attack on the city, you knew you had to stop him and turn him into the police. You had cornered him and he was in your grasp. But his beautifully handsome face just flashed you a smirk and you couldn't help but feel like putty in his hands.
"You're not gonna stop me?"
He called out to you with his cockiness apparent in every way. You opened your mouth to utter a reply, being cut off as he blasted his way into the air, laughing all the way. You hated him, but you didn't. You liked him, but you didn't. This isn't right, you whispered under your breath, looking around to make sure no one was watching the two of you in the rather noisy villain bar.
"So? That's never stopped you before."
Bakugou responded with a smirk. He used his finger to avert your attention back to him, tilting your chin to face him as he stared at you with those crimson eyes. It felt like they were burning holes into you. Hatsuki, I'm a hero and you're a villain. It just isn't right. I could get into so much trouble and...
"You talk too fucking much."
He made sure to shut you up by smashing his lips with yours, literally taking your breath away. You took in a gasp from the vigor of his actions, holding on to him as you moved onto his lap. You melted into his touch as his hands gripped your waist to hold you down from squirming around in his grasp. It was so wrong, but you couldn't help it. He was Bakugou Katsuki, the hottest villain in the game right now. You pulled away, gasping for air as you felt the heat go to your cheeks. Bakugou felt satisfied with how flustered he was able to make you feel, even if he didn't do that much to you. People are going to find out one day, and there'll be a huge bounty for my head, Katsuki. We have to end this when we can.
"You act as if you could just walk away from this so easily."
And he was right. You were in too deep to walk away now. There were so many explosions and burning buildings. You had successfully evacuated and rescued as many people as you could from the apartment complex.
"Paige, make sure you check and make sure you didn't leave anyone behind."
Your boss reported through the walkie. Got it. The smoke had gotten thick, and with every second that passed by, it got a little harder to breathe. You scanned through each room as fast as you could, mentally ruling out every room that you got through. A warm and calloused hand wrapped around your wrist, pulling you into one of the rooms that weren't as damaged. You were pushed up against the wall, the hand now covering your mouth and holding your arms down with the other. Bakugou's eyes came in contact with yours, and you let out a sigh in relief. You pushed his hand away. What the hell are you doing here?
"What? You thought the fire happened for no reason?"
Katsuki, I really can't do this anymore. You can't come when I'm working.
"Then join me."
What? Your eyes widened at his offer.
"You heard me. I can't become a hero and think everyone's gonna fucking accept me into your little scat of happy-go-lucky friends without all them trying to kill me. It'd be easier for you to join me."
He studied your expression carefully. I'm not sure, Katsuki. I don't think I could become a villain.
"Then let me help you change your mind."
He lifted you up, wrapping your legs around his waist, and propped you up against the wall. The pad of his thumb rubbed your plump lips as he leaned forward. You're Paige, right? A shrill little voice called out from the hallway. You and Bakugou whipped your heads to the source of the voice. The little boy stared at the two of you in confusion. This wasn't good at all. Why are you with the villain? Aren't you a hero? Rushing footsteps came from the staircase, echoed throughout the floor of the building. Ciro and Carminari went to the boy's side.
"The hell are you still doing here, kid? Your mom's worried."
Ciro grabbed the boy, not noticing you or Bakugou at all. However, unfortunately for you, Kaminari couldn't miss the sight of you quite literally in Bakugou's arms. His eyes nearly bulged out of his sockets.
"Paige, what the hell are you doing with him?"
Bakugo raised his hand, blasted an explosion in his direction. He carried you in his arms and jumped out the window. The two of you were a sight for sore eyes, as Bakugo blasted his way through the air with you in his hold.
Now are you going to join me?
You looked down at the shocked expression of everyone below you, mentally wanting to shrivel up into a ball. However, you knew it was only a matter of time before this would happen, before everyone would find out about what you had been doing. I'll join you. I think I'm ready now. Hey everyone, thanks for listening. That was a sweet little story that I found on Tumblr called Toxic by Simply Bakugo. I'll go ahead and leave the link to the story down below in the description. I'm not quite sure who's coming up next, but I'll try to have a new video for you next week. Also, let me know if y'all prefer these short and sweet videos or perhaps the longer ones, and who you'd like to see next. Till next time, this is Teeny Doodle saying doodle on.